I'm a little late, but at least it's before 8 p.m., right? Eastern time. At least it's before SmackDown. Haha. Night 1 of the draft, unit. Now, there's huge storms literally not coming in. They're here for like 4 days in a row. Big storms, lots of rain. So I'm hoping we can do this live stream, guys. I'm hoping the stream can stay up, man. We'll see. First, I got to see audio playback. Check. Amp unit. We the ones. Put the ones up if you guys can hear me. It might not be pristine. We got a lot of storms in the area, man. So you guys can at least hear me. I'm not breaking up too much, hopefully. Then you know what? I'm going to stay live, man, for as long as I can. Until the real lightning and thunder and fucking winds start coming in. Hurricane Omos. Hurricane Omos is coming, man. He's going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, bro. I got the Yankees on right now. We're an 8 o'clock game against Texas in about 7 minutes. 7.5 minutes, we got to go over to Fox to catch SmackDown. What's up, everybody? Playback sounds good. If you don't mind, I'm going to switch to my earbuds so I can get actual playback that you guys are getting. Very, very good. Kim T with a 4-month membership. What's up, Kim T? Naomi has been moved to the alumni section. Yes, 3:15 p.m. Eastern time. Kim T is correct. I told you guys, you do not go anywhere. When your WWE's contract is over, you ain't going anywhere until you're removed from that page. That's how you know they're either still with WWE somehow or they're gone. She's supposed to debut, Naomi Trinity Fatu, with Impact Wrestling tomorrow. 3:15 p.m. Eastern time today, she was removed from the WWE roster page. She is now on the alumni section. That is very correct, Kim T. And I know Kim T is a big Naomi fan, Trinity Fatu. So I know you'd be up on top of that, bro. But that is very true. Naomi has been removed from the WWE roster page. She is now in the alumni section. That means it is confirmed, even though we already kind of knew that. It is now legally confirmed she has no more ties with WWE. Both the company and Naomi Trinity have wiped their hands with each other. They're finished. Trinity will be with Impact Wrestling this weekend. It's kind of sad if you think about it. It's kind of she was mistreated there, so it's a good thing. She's gonna shine anywhere she goes, much brighter than she did in WWE because WWE never gave her the chance to fucking shine appropriately. That's sad. It's really sad that she had to leave WWE. That's pathetic. She was too good of a talent. It's pathetic that Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné had to leave WWE because this company wanted to shove Charlotte Flair up everybody's fucking ass. Charlie Flair with 76 title reigns, and she still doesn't connect with everybody, not even the majority of fans, has to turn heel and face 87 times, takes hiatuses every time she loses a fucking title, just so she can come back after a few months to get a big pop because she's been gone. Meanwhile, Xia Li can't get a fucking lick of a victory. Xia Li is sitting in fucking catering or she gets called upon for a 60-second squash for roll-up match. Asuka gets a fucking bump when they just need to feed her to somebody, then she's booted to the fucking curb. I can go on and on. Anyway, I'm trying not to get amplified from the jump. It's going to be a full 2 hours, guys. BC hopes to be with you guys the entire 2 hours of Night 1 WWE Draft SmackDown. We're going to go through every single pick on SmackDown Live. There's a big tag title match. Appreciate the truth bombs in the chat, guys. That's all BC does is drop facts. What happened with ladies like Sasha and Naomi and currently with Xia Li and so many others is fucking criminal because this company doesn't know how to book their female talent. They barely know how to book. They don't even know how to book their male talent. What makes you think they book their female talent correctly? Anyway, Night 1 draft, we got a big tag title match tonight. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. That's a big tag title match. I guess I'll just ask you guys from the jump. Do the Usos win tag gold tonight? Do the Usos win tag gold tonight, guys? In about 15 seconds, that question is going to be in your chat. If you don't mind, just say yes or no. Give BC a little bit of an inkling of where his amplified unit stands on this. Red team, go! Especially my gold unit. If you're a gold card member in this chat right now, if I see a gold card after your name, that means you're a fucking channel member. You have to participate. My red team has the option. But if I see a gold card after your name, you have to participate. That is, you're like a board member on the channel. If you're a channel member, you have to participate. No. Yeah, don't answer in the chat, though, guys. Answer in the poll. I put up a poll. That's where I need you guys to answer. I need at least 100 votes before I can make this official. And you know what? We already have 100. That took like 20 seconds. You guys are fucking phenomenal. It's 50-50, man. This is a close one. 51-49 in the chat, up in the poll, man. 52-48. This is fucking close. This is what I thought, man. BC's on the fence, too. I'm 50-50, guys. I'm just like you right now. I've been for the last week that I knew about this match. I've kind of been 50-50. I know it's going to take the titles off of Sami and Kevin. Saudi Arabia, they cannot show up. They don't show up, so they can't. I mean, it's the Night of Champions is the event. Are you going to have Night of Champions with no tag team championships? So that would mean the Usos get the titles. However, that would make WrestleMania all for nothing. Are you really going to make a 3-week title reign for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? This is a 50-50 thing, man. 46 say yes. 54 currently no. We're headed toward 150 votes straight up. JR9 Gaming, 4 months gold. And JR9 was my first ever channel member. So that's how I know that we've had channel memberships for 4 months now. 4 months we've had channel membership. JR9 Gaming says NXT has a live event in Jacksonville right now. Cora and JC versus Roxy and Gigi seems to be a match so that may signal that they won't be drafted tonight. Yeah, I heard that Cora was backstage tonight, JR9. But you just reboofed that whole story. I heard Cora Jade was backstage for SmackDown, but if Cora is tagging up right now for an NXT live event in Jacksonville with JC against my girl Roxy and Gigi. Whoa, Roxy too. Roxy too, man. I heard was backstage right now. Wow, that's huge, man. JR9, thank you for that. Cora posted a photo backstage with JC just 10 minutes ago. Hey, JR9, do you think they're trying to throw us off, or are they really at the live event, bro? New channel member, Sassy2208. What's up, Sassy? Welcome to the membership. First order of business, you're like a board member now, if you don't mind participating in that poll. 160 plus votes already casted. Do the Usos win tag gold tonight? 53% say no, 47% say yes. Sassy2208, appreciate the membership. Welcome. You don't get to just sit on your ass when you're a channel member for the Amplified unit. You are like a boardroom committee meeting member. You're going to be asked to do a lot. You got to smash that up. That's not an ask. That's a prerequisite. Every video, every podcast, smash the up. Always participate in polls. Always stay amplified. Never be a bitch boy Braden. Yeah. I ask a lot from my channel members. That's why they're gold, bro. That's why they get gold cards after their name. What can I say? All right, guys. I'm going to fucking end the poll now. The Yankee game's starting. Unfortunately, I got to switch in and out of that because it is SmackDown time. Opening signature is on. I'm going to end the poll at 100, almost 200 votes. 185 votes. 54% say no. Usos do not win gold tonight. 100. You know what? I'm just going to let that go to 200 because it's so close, guys. 55 to 45. I'll let that go to 200 votes, and then I'll end the poll. SmackDown is starting now. Night 1 of the draft. BC hopes to be with you guys the entire 2 hours. There is a lot of big storms in the area for the next couple of days. So I don't know how long I'll be able to be live, but I'm hoping to go the full 2 hours. We will see, guys. As long as the audio can keep up for the most part, I don't care if the visual goes away. If you guys can at least hear me for the next 2 hours, I'll stay on. Pretty lame start to the show. Michael Cole is just welcoming us to Corpus Christi, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. And we're just kind of going over the main event, which will be the tag title match, Usos versus Sami and Kevin. I would have started the show a little bit hotter than that, but all right. Whatever. Beggars can't be choosers, man. It's time to play the game. Here comes Paul Big Schnoz McGee Levesque. HHH, 3 H's. The King of Kings. Self-proclaimed, by the way. Colin, while Triple H makes his way down to the ring, Corpus Christi is blowing a nutsack here. Like the guy's an actual king or a god. It's just fucking 3. Is it just BC who sees Hunter Hearst Helmsley here, man? Why do people swing on this guy's nuts? I don't understand. Colin, my first super chat before we even went live, man. Colin was showing that love with a 5 spot. Says, my prediction, Cody's going to SmackDown, Bray Wyatt is going to Raw. Colin, I don't know about Cody. Right now, though, Bray Wyatt is not even on the list for Raw or SmackDown. Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss are not on the list, guys. So, Colin, I don't know about Bray and Alexa. They're not on the list as of now. I'm ending that poll. 54% after 229 votes say no, the Usos will not win the gold tonight. Jack Brewer, 4-month membership. Proud to be a gold member. R.I.P. Jerry Springer. Jerry. Yeah, Jerry Springer was all of our childhood, man. Perhaps no Attitude Era if not for Jerry Springer. I'm happy you're a 4-month member as well, Jack Brewer. Much love and respect. One of my first channel members. I'll get back over to the supers in just a few minutes, guys. 3 H's. 3 H's explaining the rules. 50% of the roster will be drafted tonight. I put that in the description of this live stream, guys. So I have a full list of who's eligible tonight. Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss are not eligible at all. No Bray Wyatt, no Alexa Bliss. They're not on the lists. There's supposed to be 3 NXT surprise drafts tonight. So they're showing a picture now, a graph of the draft pool. I guess 3 H's is going to announce the first. Drafts, hold on. H looks like he's reading this for the first time. He seems confused. May 8th. Monday, May 8th is when this will officially go into effect. So they're going to be drafted now. And after Puerto Rico Backlash, we'll do this the right way. I guess. I don't know if they're going to do it the right way or not. They never do. He said he's got the first 4 picks in his hand? Let's go. No, I said, are you ready? Don't have an attack of the heart, brother. Just do the announcements. 9th coffee of the day, Dunkin' regular iced. Original, guys. First pick is going to SmackDown. It's got to be Roman. Gunther, Imperium. Roman Reigns, all three drafted as one unit. Roman Reigns is the number one draft pick of 2023, staying on SmackDown with Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman, Paul E. Dangerously. All of the Bloodline minus the Usos. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Paul Heyman as one unit has been drafted first. Staying on SmackDown, guys. Roman Reigns, the number one draft.
That means that the new World Heavyweight Champion will be...
I mean, Raw would have to go Cody Rhodes, and now he's never going to get his hands on Roman, right?
Speaking of Raw...
Raw's first draft pick would have to be Cody. He's on tonight's list. They split it up 50-50. 50% of the roster on tonight, 50% will be drafted Monday. Cody's on tonight's list. There it is. I called it, guys. I'm sure my whole unit called it. I'm sure if you use common sense and logic, you called it. Cody Rhodes drafted to Raw. That means that Cody Rhodes will not be beating Roman Reigns for the championship, which makes WrestleMania a colossal botch of epic proportions. Cody will now be going for the World Championship. I tried to tell you guys, they were not going to do the rematch of Cody and Roman, and even if they did, it wouldn't be correct anyway. This was a massive botch at WrestleMania. Cody will not be taking on Roman in the future. That's what that means. SmackDown is now selecting next Bianca Belair. Wait, she's the Raw Women's Champion, though. So how the fuck is she going over there? Are they going to do one of those things where they're going to switch championships? Is she gonna switch to the blue? They've done this in the past, where they hand each other the championships and they switch them. Belair's taken on everybody and beaten them basically on the Raw side, aside from maybe Io. Raw's probably going to keep Becky Lynch, correct? Gotta be Becky Lynch. If they're going to stick females, or Seth Rollins. Rollins isn't on tonight's list. Yep, Becky Lynch. Bro, right now I'm 4 for 4, guys. I think it was pretty clear to see. If they're going to go Bianca over there, they're going to stay Becky on Raw. So right now, BC is 4 for 4. I'm calling this shit before it even gets called out by HHH. So Becky stays on Raw.
While the second round is being deliberated in the back, it is now my pleasure to introduce what many still consider to be the greatest tag team on the planet. They're challenging for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship.
HHH introducing the Usos.
Main event rematch. Jimmy and Jay. The Usos.
That's not a draft, guys. He's just introducing them. I believe the Usos are not on the list until Monday Night Raw. I do not believe the Usos are eligible tonight. I would have to check my own description in the description in this live stream. I put the whole list for you guys tonight. If you guys are wondering who's eligible, just check the description in the live stream. I put it all there, guys. There's at least like 30 names or some shit. But I don't think the Usos are involved. I'm sure the Usos are just going to cut a quick little promo, jack up the crowd, then we're going to go to commercial, I believe.
First off, congratulations to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, for once again being the #1 draft pick in 20.
Yeah, they're really hyping up how Roman was the #1 draft pick. If you guys are just tuning in, Roman Reigns was the #1 draft pick for SmackDown tonight. He brings with him Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. Raw then drafted #1 for them, Cody Rhodes, which means they will not be taking on one another for the title. I tried to tell you guys that. WrestleMania is now a botch, but we already knew that. SmackDown then drafted the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, which creates a shitstorm, a conundrum that I'm sure WWE doesn't even know what they're doing with that. And then Raw countered with Becky Lynch as their number 2 draft pick tonight so far. Usos are now at the top of the ramp, cutting a promo on what they're going to do to Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Owens is now coming out. Now, again, they're all at the top of the stage right now. Nobody's in the ring. KO's coming out. This is kind of interesting. You don't see this too much. A promo battle at the top of the stage, right? It's those little things that BC enjoys. Get creative, even if it's simplistic. Change the fucking scenery a little bit, you know? Get some different camera angles. Sami Zayn just came out. All 4 dudes face to face at the top of the ramp. All right, what are we doing here, man? I gotta crack the coffee, guys. I tried to wait till commercial. Yeah, I'm glad he said there's not much more words to say, so I'm just going to say this one last thing. Sami has said enough for months to the Usos, man. Sami said it all this time since WrestleMania. We haven't heard a damn word from Roman Reigns. He's on vacation, bro. He was supposed to lose the title, but he didn't. Vince and Triple H changed their minds and gave him the title and had him go home with it. We haven't seen Roman since. Salute, unit. Draft night. Salute. Exactly, Japes. Roman's sipping margaritas right now. He's probably not even watching SmackDown, bro. I love when Jay gets fucking furious, bro. Serious Jay is best Jay. Jay is fucking ripped. Jay ready to start cracking skulls, bro. Main event Jay. Oh, Jimmy says that Kevin's going to turn his back on you, Sami. Owens is pissed. I love the amplification. This is what I grew up on, guys. When you cut a promo, everybody was just nuts. Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Roddy Piper, Ric Flair, didn't matter. And if you weren't, you were very articulate and methodical in your words, like Jake the Snake Roberts. You know what I mean? Like promos, you hung on every word. I love when they get amplified. Too many promos are so bad these days. The wrestlers suck at them. So there you go. Bianca Belair is going to SmackDown with a Raw Women's Championship. I can't stand when they do that. Roman, the number 1 draft for SmackDown. He brings Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman with him. Cody Rhodes is the number 1 draft to Raw. I tried to tell you guys, everybody thought he was going to have a rematch with Roman like on SummerSlam or something. First of all, that would still not be as grand as WrestleMania, and that moment is gone. Not even SummerSlam can give you that back. Now it looks like you guys aren't even going to get that fucking rematch. And if you think it's going to happen next year at WrestleMania, by then they will move on to something else. I tried to tell you guys that was the moment to capitalize at Mania. It was a massive booking botch. The Cody Rhodes story has been finished. It's just a whole new story now. That's all it is, guys. H fooled all of you. Afterwards in that media scrum, he said, the story's just not done yet, I guess. No, it's done, and it's clear. They had no vision for the future, and this is what they came up with. And Cody and Roman together is not in it, man. Cody was screwed out of that moment. It's about time the wrestling world just fucking understands that. Cody will probably be the first ever new WWE champion, and that's a consolation prize championship. It's a runners-up championship. Butch and maybe Ridge Holland. I blinked and I didn't see who. I think it was Butch and Ridge Holland is coming to the ring, guys. So that's going to take us to our first commercial break. What if Sami Zayn turns on Owens? Right? Because it's pretty clear, like, they ran that as far as they could go. They're not going to Saudi Arabia for Night of Champions. If they wanted to put the titles on Usos, could you imagine if somehow the Usos, the Bloodline, was able to infiltrate Sami once again, talk some sense into him, and somehow Sami goes back with the Bloodline? Could you imagine that shit? And that's how the Usos pick up the W? Man. That would be crazy, man. JR9 Gaming, 5-spot. Before we even went live, this is telling me. JR9 says, what up, BC in the unit? Well, it's draft night 1, and I'm not looking forward to seeing what NXT ladies get ruined by being chosen with no clear plan. JR9, you ain't even got to just talk the NXT ladies. You just saw what happened with the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair being drafted to SmackDown, and now we got to play some stupid shit where they hand each other's championships, right? Bianca will hand over the title to Rhea, and Rhea will hand it over to Bianca. Or maybe do they... No, I was going to say maybe they merge the titles into one, but not with two different brands. It's clear they're going to want two separate champions. That's why they have two world champions now for the men again. So I guess not. I don't... Yeah, JR9, the ladies are the fucking... JR9 says the ladies are booked so nonsensically. That's the word that I use, JR9 Gaming. Nonsensically personified. Much love, brother. JR9 Gaming. What a night, bro. It already doesn't make sense, but I guess we kind of knew this is where we were headed. The fourth one, 2-spot. BC, do we gotta sit through this garbage? Well, we don't have to. BC's going to be with you the whole 2 hours, but if it gets really bad, the fourth one, you get to choose. You can walk away. BC's already told my unit I'm going to be here the whole 2 hours. Appreciate the coffee, brother. Colin, 2-spot. Tony did it again. Mox versus Kenny, cage match. Shake my head. Well, listen to this, Colin. At least he didn't announce a big announcement to a huge announcement, right? At least he just spat that one out there. Colin, I appreciate that. Muhammad Isa, 550. To the people saying Cody losing at Mania was the right decision, what do you have to say now? Well, we knew they were wrong anyway, though, Muhammad. We already knew that, bro. There's people that just think that that's the right decision at Mania. Roman should win, and Cody needs more struggle and adversity. But we knew they were wrong from the beginning. At WrestleMania Night 2, we knew they were wrong, Muhammad. And now they know they're wrong or they're just lying to themselves. Because look how the story finished. And the only thing they can say is, the story's not done. We're going to come back to it later in life. That's not a continuation of a story. That's a new book. Tell it like it is. Call it like it is. You don't continue a story for 10 fucking years or 2 fucking years. That's a different book with the same characters. Stop. Cody was screwed over. Just admit it. Take L's. BC takes L's all the fucking time. Not in pro wrestling. I'm really good at this wrestling shit. But in other areas of life, I take L's all the time. I love it. I learn when I take L's. I fucking like Pac-Man. I love taking L's. Take the fucking L. Cody should have won at Mania because business would have made much better sense if he did. Big Nang, 5-spot. BC, do you think KO and Zayn will do NXT Battleground since they can't go to Saudi? And if so, who would you have them face? Big Nang, can I take that to my right-hand man, JR9 Gaming? JR9 Gaming, can you take that question from Big Nang? If Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn went to Battleground, what would be a good match for them? JR9, give me 2 good names, man, to take on Sami and Owens at Battleground, because that's actually a good idea by Big Nang. Belair's on tour in Ireland. Belair is all excited to be drafted for SmackDown. To SmackDown.
We all know that the SmackDown title was the very first title that I ever got, so it holds a very special place in my heart. So I'm so excited to be walking in again on Friday night as a SmackDown Women's Champion. You know, I'm here to represent every.
She's already talking like she is the SmackDown Women's Champion. So that's what she's doing, I guess. They're just going to flip titles, guys. Gallus. There you go, Oh, actually, that would work. Big name. There you go. Gallus versus Owens and Zayn, bro. Good call, JR9. Guys, Belair just cut a promo from her hotel room. Get your mind out of the gutter. She's fully clothed. She's on tour, guys, with WWE. In her hotel room saying she's glad to be SmackDown Women's Champion again. So they're just switching the fucking titles again, man. Alexander, it sounds like they're just switching them. She just said she's the SmackDown Women's Champion. Isn't that what she said, guys? LA Knight, yeah. Now listen, we all like PD Dunn, Butch, whatever you want to call him. Botch, bitch, whatever. But LA Knight, yeah, needs to win this match. You know why? Because LA Knight should be on a winning streak right now. You know why? Because LA Knight should be a main eventer. You know why? Because LA Knight is a superstar. I don't want to see him losing against little fucking bitch. Or Butch. Oh, man. If LA Knight loses this match, man, all right, the Kofi, New Day's Xavier Woods. They had him lose twice via fruit roll-up because they wanted to put Woods in there with Gunther, the IC champion. Okay, you did it. You used LA Knight as that crutch. LA Knight did the job for Bray Wyatt at Rumble. He should have. That's good. Enough. Now give him something headed towards SummerSlam. We're not asking for much, man. Jeremy Harris, 5-spot coffee. The Money in the Bank cash-in going to be the new title so Roman can be in the safe zone. They really think fans are stupid, BC. Yeah, Money in the Bank. They'll be going for that title because we're going to play the same game as to why Austin Theory did not cash in on Roman. Remember his excuse? I was never going to beat Roman anyway, so I went for the U.S. title. This is going to be the same thing. Jeremy Harris, you're exactly correct. They'll be going for the WWE Championship, the new title, the consolation prize, runners-up championship. Jamal Straken, 2-spot. BC, here's an Advil if this show is not good. We'll see, Jamal. This is the first match of the night so far. I'm hoping that LA Knight finally gets a W here. All right, let's start the process of digging him out of the hole that WWE put him in. I'll get to more supers in just a little bit, guys. Let me watch this match. Let me call the action for you. And drink some more coffee if you don't mind. If you're just tuning in, guys, the first, 4, 5... Is it 4? Well, the first draft for SmackDown was 3 people. It was Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa. Damn, there you go. Back right onto the apron. That should take us to commercial, I believe. That's usually how they go to commercial. This company is so redundant. Give it 3 seconds. Kevin Dunn will take it to commercial. 2, 1, and commercial. Exactly. See that? I mean, BC calls this shit way in advance, sadly. So, guys, we are in commercial right now. You're not missing anything. First draft of the night was Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa. Monday Night Raw then drafted Cody Rhodes. So, Cody Rhodes and Roman, they are separating them. They told you when they unveiled that title on Monday that was done. That was them telling you there is no more story with them. And if there is in the future, it's totally just an add-on. And then they reiterated. They put that final nail in the Rhodes versus Roman coffin when they just split them up on brands. So I hope you guys understand. This is what I tried to tell you at WrestleMania Night 2 and ever since. You're not going to finish that story, or at least not properly, at least not anytime in the near future. That's going to be a whole nother fucking book down the line, and they're going to manufacture it out of their ass. Good luck ever trying to recapture the moment you had Sunday night, April 2nd. It's not going to happen. man. Oh, yeah, and then Bianca Belair got drafted to SmackDown, guys. And she just did a promo where she is saying that she is now the SmackDown Women's Champion. So I guess Rhea is going to go over to Raw, and they're just going to switch fucking titles, guys. So Bianca will never lose. Then why not just give Asuka the title at Mania? Kinda Asuka could have used that. If you're just going to swap the belts and Bianca has to start over anyway. And this is probably all being done. All these moving puzzle pieces just for Charlie Flair, wherever she ends up. Watch, guys. She'll probably be right back on SmackDown because Fox wants Charlie, and that's why Bianca got moved over. And Bianca's going to drop the title to Charlie fucking Flair. Watch. Sucks that I gotta put that into the fucking spectrum of life, but that's what's gonna happen. Charlie Flair will come back and defeat Bianca at SummerSlam. That's what's gonna happen here, guys. Doesn't take a rocket scientist or a fucking genius to see what Vince McMahon and Paul Levesque, both of them, are doing. WWE, AEW, Marvel fan. It's happening, bro. New gold channel member, Corey Mitchell. I got to give a shout out to a new channel member, Corey Mitchell. Salute, man. Welcome to the unit. You have just earned your gold card. Just remember, if you're new to the membership, it's a responsibility. It's not just you sit on your ass because you're a channel member. Now I need you to always smash that up. That's a prerequisite. Whenever I do polls in the chat, you'll have to always participate. Always be amplified. Never be a bitch boy Braden. There's rules. So you have to kind of earn that gold card. So Corey Mitchell, it's great to have you onto the membership. I hope you're badass, bro. I hope you stay amplified. Corey Mitchell is a new channel member and has just gotten his gold card. Salute. Corey, yes. I love seeing people earn their new gold cards, keeping their gold cards like Deontay Thomas, 4-month membership. Deontay Thomas has been a tried and true gold member. Hey, BC, I'm a Heat fan, so your Knicks going down this year, LOL. Hashtag Das Boot. Go New York, go New York, go. Deontay, can you believe the Knicks versus the Heat, bro? This feels like 20 years ago in a nutshell. This feels like I'm going back to my fucking, I don't know, fucking teenage, early 20s, whatever the fuck. No, I'm not that fucking old. Well, it feels like 20 years ago anyway. Knicks versus Heat in the next playoff round. LA Knight, oh, he jumped up there like a cruiserweight. Top rope, superplex on the PD Dunn Butch. 2 4/10, Butch kicks out. I'm telling you, LA Knight. Not Corey Graves, Wade Barrett. Corey Graves is still on Raw for now. Sometimes they switch over the commentary team. LA Knight jumped on the top rope like he was a fucking cruiserweight, guys. Suplexed PD Dunn Butch like nothing. LA Knight is so good. I really hope he gets a W here, guys. Something tells me they're gonna squash him out though. Oh, maybe not a squash. He's having a decent match. Something tells me he's going to be flat on his back looking up at the lights. Got the arm bar now on LA Knight, does Butch. Savage, 1020 for the Punisher with that 5-spot coffee. Do an impression of Stone Cold Steve Austin ripping into CM Punk, please. Oh! I'll get back to that. LA Knight, yeah! Knight picked up a W. There it is. I really hope this is the start of something big for L.A. Knight. Yeah. Look at the crowd, man. For a heel that's been being beaten left and right, a good portion of that crowd wanted that dude to win. That tells you L.A. Knight is ready for that superstar spotlight. Yeah, that was good, man. L.A. Knight got the dub. Paul Heyman is hyping up the Usos backstage, trying to pump them up to a tag title reign. Solo Sikoa standing behind Paul Heyman and the Usos. Paul says success is your only avenue tonight. So he's making it sound like Roman would not even accept them back if they lose. Now, we do think that there's a big chance they're going to be drafted to Raw without the Bloodline. They're already at Solo, Paul, and Roman are on SmackDown. So if the Usos go to Raw, this could be their way to go there. Roman no longer accepts them on SmackDown. Wait, is Solo turning on the Usos? Solo is going to turn on the Usos, it looks like. If they lose the title, expect Solo to turn on them. RVD, Rob Van Dam. After commercial, Rob Van Dam is going to come out and do the next round. And Michael P.S. Hayes, the fabulous Freebird, one of Vince McMahon's right-hand men, they're going to do the next round of drafts after commercial. Guys, I believe that Solo is going to turn on the Usos if they lose tonight. Paul Heyman looked at Solo and said one way or the other, the tribal chief is only going to accept that tonight is the night. And he handed Solo tape. And Solo was taping his wrist while staring at the back of the heads of Jimmy and Jey Uso. So there's so many ways you could go here, man. There's a chance Sami could turn on Kevin, and that's how the Usos get the titles back. A small chance, but a chance. There's a chance that the Usos lose, and then Solo Sikoa beats the shit out of them, and then the Usos are drafted to Raw. Interesting, man. Very interesting. Savage, 1024 The Punisher with that 5 spot. That's where I left off. BC, can you do an impression of Stone Cold Steve Austin ripping into CM Punk? Stone Cold doing a promo on Punk. What? You little scrawny piece of shit. You got your eyes locked on. You got your little beady eyes locked on the eyes of this world's toughest son of a bitch. You stand there like a punk. You sit there like a punk. You talk like a punk. You sit there with your 160-pound soaking wet little ass, standing at 5'9.5" tops, and you think you got some weight, son? You think you're gonna do something special, son? You crawl your ass back to AEW, you try to collect W's because you know damn well you ain't got what it takes to take on the biggest, toughest son of a bitch in professional wrestling, Stone Cold. If you think you can take on Stone Cold, give me a hell yeah. That's what I thought, you scrawny piece of shit. Go be a punk somewhere else. Woo, there you go. Savage 1024, The Punisher. There is your Stone Cold cutting a promo on CM Punk, Phillip Brooks. Sassy 2208, 10 spot, couple of coffees. Sassy, by the way, is a brand new channel member. So salute to Sassy 2208. Sassy 2208 says, BC, love your honesty and take no prisoner attitude. Keep spreading the truth. Have a coffee on me. Sassy 2208. First of all, I'm going to give you a salute just for becoming channel gold. because that means the world to BC, man. When I got the front line unit, the gold card members, that's so special. Salute on that. Also, Sassy 2208, that's a 10 spot. So when you say have a coffee on me, that's actually 2 coffees, 2 Starbucks, 3 Dunkins. Just saying. So Sassy 2208, you're already contributing big time to the channel. Much love and respect right back to you. And I will absolutely keep up the truth bombs, the fact bombs, because we don't do it any other way. We do not sugarcoat. We do not bullshit on this channel. Sassy 2208. Much love and respect. Spicy Mama McCaleb, 3 spot. I see that super sticker. Salute, Spicy Mama McCaleb. Mr. Black Ice 22, 2 spot. So the women's title will switch, right? LOL. Shake my fucking head. Mr. Black Ice 22, that's what we originally thought. Bianca has confirmed that. Bianca cut a promo in her hotel on tour in Ireland. Bianca said it's so good to be SmackDown Women's Champion again. So it looks like Rhea will be headed to Raw, and they're just going to swap the titles. No creative input at all. No care. No effort. Nothing to make this special. No reasoning other than drafting a champion to another whole show and switching the fucking titles. I can't stand it. Mr. Black Ice 22. WWE, AEW Marvel fan. 5 spot coffee. Bianca Belair on the SmackDown brand. Question mark, question mark. That doesn't even make sense. She's the Raw champion. Watch them repeat Becky and Charlie BS. WWE, AEW Marvel fan. I think Charlie's coming right back to fucking the blue brand, and she's going to take the title from Bianca Belair. I mean, that's something this company would absolutely do. RVD, Rob Van Dam. And Michael P.S. Hayes doing the next round of drafts, guys. I'll get over to the rest of the supers next commercial, guys, I assure you. SmackDown picks in the second round. Montez and Dawkins, the Street Profits, are headed to SmackDown. I was really hoping they were going to split them up, but I know tag teams are sticking together. I'm waiting for Montez to break off on his own. Because just like I say about LA Knight, yeah, I think Montez, he's ready for his own spotlight, man. And I think Dawkins is an anchor that's weighing him down. I really want to see Montez on his own. It looks like we're going to remain a tag team onto the blue brand. Street Profits have been picked for SmackDown. RVD says it's good to see you too to the crowd, giving him that RVD chant. Raw selects in the second round. Wait. They're switching titles for the IC and US. Imperium has just been drafted to Raw. Gunther, Keiser, and Giovanni have just been switched over to Raw. So they're going to switch the IC and the US titles as well, guys. I hate when they just switch them like that. What are you going to do next? Is he going to fucking get the US title and Austin gets the IC? I mean, I wouldn't put it past this fucking company. SmackDown in the second round gets Edge. Edge headed back to SmackDown. I feel that that's where he belongs. He just excels on that brand. I'm thinking you're going to see a re-energized Edge here, man. That one could be fun. But he already did the Roman Reigns feud. Triple threat with Daniel Bryan and Roman at Mania. And then at Money in the Bank, they had the one-on-one. Monday Night Raw in the second round picks Matthew Riddle, Scooter McGee will be staying on Raw. He was already on Raw, guys, so that's not a move. So just like Becky Lynch in the first round and Cody Rhodes in the first round, Raw is just keeping individuals at this point. Matt Riddle stays on Monday Night Raw. So the round 2 for SmackDown, they get Street Profits and Edge. Raw gets Imperium with the IC title holder Gunther and Matt Riddle, Scooter McGee. All goes to Monday Night Raw. And here comes the new addition to SmackDown. Montez and Dawkins, the Street Profits. If they're not going to be booked better, it's not going to matter if they're on the Raw brand or the SmackDown brand, if they're sporting red or blue. They have to be booked better than this. That's the problem. Because if not, then just separate them and have Montez become the star he's already destined to be, that he already is. Dawkins is an anchor to this guy right now, man. Street Profits headed to the ring. Jamal Straken, 5 spot. Bianca on SmackDown is another reason why Asuka should have won at Mania. No question. It's just ass backwards how they don't put any care into it and they're just switching titles, right? Bianca has just become the SmackDown champion. She never lost the Raw title. And now the Raw title is going over to Rhea, who's going to be over to Raw. Rhea's going to Raw. Rhea's going to have to just give the title to Bianca. Bianca's got to give her title to Rhea. Why not just give Kana Asuka the title at Mania to make it fucking something special for Kana Asuka and the brand? Jamal Straken, Prime Killa, 550. Might as well drop the Raw and SmackDown names from women's titles and give those titles new names and new designs so we wouldn't have to do another title swap. The title swap, you're exactly right, Prime Killer. Because the title swap does nothing but devalue the titles. Imagine holding something for so long and acting like it's prestigious and then just hand it over to somebody else. Okay, I'll take this one now. It's like 2 fucking toddlers at recess switching candy bars. You take the Hershey, I'll take the Kit Kat. It's like a Kit Kat and a Hershey bar. These are fucking titles. They are trading championships like candy bars, guys. Like fucking candy bars. JJ Bulldog, trading like video games. There you go. I'll give you Mario Brothers if you give me Zelda. I'll give you Madden if you give me Modern Warfare. No, man, I'll only give you Madden Football if you give me all of your Grand Theft Auto. Ricochet and Braun Strowman. How is Braun wrestling? Is this one-on-one? Because Braun is supposed to have a concussion. Or at least that's what they thought. Braun said they're taking every protocol imaginable. He should at least be out for a couple weeks. I guess he passed the test. I guess that's good. Or Vince is running his sloppy fucking shop. I hope Braun's okay. Yeah, Marie, it's not even about being right or wrong. I mean, I think we all know that it's just stupid when you take championships and swap them. It makes the titles look absolutely foolish. Like downgraded fucking utensils. It's like a spork. A fucking spork is more useful than a title in WWE. A spork, I can eat SpaghettiOs, ramen noodles, I can eat cereal, I can eat yogurt. I can poke my fucking eyes out on a Monday Night Raw show if I don't want to fucking view it anymore. I could do a lot with a spork. I can't stand when they swap titles. Bianca and Rhea are just going to swap titles. And Gunther is just taking the IC title over to Raw, which means Austin Theory is just taking that title over to SmackDown. That's kind of obvious. I guess you shouldn't be shocked, too. Yeah, but Bianca got drafted to SmackDown, so obviously her fucking boyfriend, husband, whatever he is, Montez, Street Profits, we're going to go with him. Oh, they're going to try this again? Last time Braun chucked Ricochet, it was a botch. Ricochet went like half a foot. He was supposed to go into the Viking Raiders. Instead, he just landed on his head. This is probably going to take us to commercial because once they do one of those little high fly... Yep, there it is, commercial. While there's a commercial, let me knock down some super chats, guys. Big Nang, 2-spot. Hope on Raw, Cody gets drafted to SmackDown like how Cena did in 2011. Well, he already got drafted, Big Nang. You can't get double drafted. You see what I mean? Big Nang, are you still up in the chat? You can't get double drafted. Raw already drafted Cody Rhodes. So you can't be double drafted. You can't just take somebody out. Otherwise, they would do that to Roman Reigns. Ali. A couple of 5-spot coffees by Ali. Hey, BC, what do you think of this idea? Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roddy Strong against the House of Black for the Trios Championships. Ali, I don't mind it. The problem is I don't like schmaz matches. I don't like 6-man tags. They're usually just a chaotic circus. There's usually like 20% of selling, and that's being generous. And it leads to nothing. There's never any storylines that I really give a fuck about with 6-man tags. Not even with a trios division in AEW. So, I mean, it'll be a good wrestling match, Ali. We can do our chants. This is awesome. Fight forever. We can call it a banger and a clanger and a stanger and a danger and a tanger and a wanger. You know, we can make up words. But BC is not interested in multi-man schmaz matches. Survivor Series, matches like that, okay, I can do that for a night. Survivor Series, it used to be fun when they used to do that. If they want to do AEW, like a Blood and Guts, right? And they usually have team and team, or you want to do like a Stadium Stampede, that's fun. I don't mind multi-man schmaz matches then. There's times for it, but the trios division, I really can't stand that shit. Ali, 5-spot, says, which NXT superstar, male or female, do you see either on Raw or SmackDown? I think Grayson Waller kind of has to at this point. He did he had one of the best stories recently with Shawn Michaels. You really can't go past that right now. He just lost to Mello. I just see Grayson Waller. I think that's that time. Split him away from Austin Theory. Theory's clearly going to SmackDown, so Grayson Waller will have to go to Monday Night Raw. I also see, obviously, Cameron Grimes. Even though you haven't seen him yet, he's been waiting and waiting. You could hear his name tonight or Monday. Cameron Grimes is fucking ready. And I really thought that, Cora Jade, they were really high on her and Braun Breaker. And then we heard Breaker was going to be at the next NXT PPV, head-to-head with Double or Nothing. So we're like, oh, shit, maybe Braun's not coming. JR9 Gaming earlier told me Cora Jade is at a live event right now for NXT in Jacksonville. So I'll give you right now Grayson Waller, Cameron Grimes. Ali, I appreciate the coffees. Gross 512. Bray Wyatt drafted to Impact. Yeah, if you guys didn't hear the beginning of the stream, Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss are not eligible at all. I hope the best for them. I don't know what's going on with those two. But Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, they're not on either list. I left the SmackDown list in the description of this live stream, guys. If you go into the description, all the names that are eligible for tonight are in my description. Monday is the other 35%, 40% of the roster. and Bray Wyatt and Alexa are not on either list. They're ineligible. So I don't know what's happening with Bray and Alexa, but they will not be drafted in this draft. If Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss ever come back to WWE, it's going to be in a surprise later in the year. And that is sad news because this is a Bray Wyatt channel, and I'm really high on Alexa, to be honest with you, ever since she started working with Bray. Guys, back to this tag match. Ricochet and Braun Strowman in a weird tag team still. I can't stand them together. It makes no sense. Taking on the LWO, the number one merchandise sellers for the week. They're not outpacing Roman fully. There's a different metric for that. But in a different measurement of sales, the LWO was actually one of the top-rated merchandise pushers for the week, guys. That is now 3 weeks in a row LWO is pushing merchandise. They may want to think about pushing these motherfuckers sooner rather than later. Why is Bray in the wrong... Braun Strowman's in the wrong corner. That was horrible. He never even broke it up. All this team does is botch. Braun Strowman and Ricochet are just... I got a name for them. The Botch Masters. You guys remember the Shockmaster? His debut, he fell through the wall. His debut, Tugboat. He fell through the wall, the Shockmaster. Well, these will be the Botch Masters. Last week, Braun literally drops Ricochet on his head. Here, Braun is supposed to break up the pin, and he totally is late, and then he just falls on his face. Everybody is just flying right now. They're airplanes. Are we going to another commercial? Usually this is what they do when everybody flies. No, they might end the match quick, actually. It looks like they're rushing to a finish, it looks like. Referee Jessica Carr, I love. They're one of my favorite referees in the business right now. Ricochet's going to do a shooting star. Or nope, maybe it was the 450. Kick to the... Could you imagine if the Profits lost their first match on SmackDown? No, Montez is going for the frog splash. Up and down. Referee Jessica Carr. 1, 2, 3. Braun and Ricochet lose. Can we just split them up now? The Street Profits needed that victory way more than Braun and Ricochet. Do you know what Braun and Ricochet need? They need to be split the fuck up. They suck anyway together, guys. They fucking suck. If you're going to make something out of the Street Profits, now is the time, just like LA Knight. Yeah. I'm glad LA Knight won earlier against PD Dunn, Bitch Botch Butch. And I'm glad the Street Profits won this match. Either you're going to do something with them or you're not. If you're not, split them up. Montez, go on your own. You're a star. Dawkins is just weighing you down like an anchor. Or you give them one more big push and do something with them as a team. As for Braun and Ricochet, no more. It's done. He is not Ricochet. He's Ricochet right now because this team is shit. And it's not Braun Strowman. It's Botch Strowman. Botch Strowman and Rico Shit. The Botch Masters. Can you tell I'm over this fucking team, guys? All because months ago, Braun made fun of flippity-dippity dive wrestlers. So the creative team said, this will be fun if we put a flippity-dippity diver with him. And it became Ricochet and Botch Strowman, the Botch Masters. Fucking A, man. Botch Strowman. Justin Jones, 5-Spot Coffee. I hate it when they swap belts. It makes a title reign pointless. That's exactly what I was saying, Justin Jones. Appreciate the coffee. You're flipping titles like it's video games, like it's candy bars. You're literally trading. You're going into... Braun Strowman is going into his lunchbox. The Big Show, well, is going into his lunchbox. And they're trading Capri Suns. I'll take the cherry Capri Sun and give you my watermelon Capri Sun. No, I already have a whole case of watermelon at home. My mom just got them. I'll give you cherry if you give me the lemonade Capri Sun. That's what we're doing. We're trading titles like it's Capri Sun. Like it's juice boxes. Justin Jones, can you tell I agree? William Sweeney, 2-spot. Cody's struggle was always Vince/Triple H. Yep. And he's not going to overcome that. I'm telling you. Once they move on from this and fans start, that the outrage dies down, and we start to just deal with whatever fucking Paul Levesque and Vince McMahon are giving us, they're not going back to this Cody Rhodes shit. The most he's going to get is that stupid new runner-up championship. He's not defeating Roman Reigns for that fucking title. And even if he ever did, it would never be a moment like Mania. They shit on that. William Sweeney, absolutely correct. Savage, 1024 the punt. We're in a commercial right now, guys. Oh no, we're doing a Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is coming to SmackDown next week. Wow, I can't wait for this shit. Bad Bunny's coming to SmackDown? What the fuck? Oh, I don't even know. We gotta tell people, man. We gotta tell people Bad Bunny's coming to SmackDown. Well, fuck. This is gonna bring asses to seats and bump the rating 500,000 viewers. Teddy Long and JBL are coming out after commercial break for round 3 of the draft, guys. We're going to have a brand new set of names in about 4 minutes. 4 minutes away. It's on the clock. 4 minutes, we're going to get a new round. Savage, 1024 the Punisher, 2-spot. There are people who actually enjoy this garbage. I know. They tell me, just me. Basically, you're too harsh. I love this stuff. Good for you. You found the wrong channel. Because I'm not going to bullshit my audience. My audience isn't going to bullshit BC back. Trust me. We speak logic and common sense because we want the best possible product. We're not going to sugarcoat on this channel. We're not going to bullshit on this channel. We want the best. We're going to demand the best. For 20 fucking years, I went to Madison Square Garden and shouted at the top of my lungs how bad my Knicks were. We shouted. We fucking threw shit. Temper tantrums and items. And finally, we stuck with it, right? We didn't stop watching the Knicks. We stayed with them because we rode out the lows. We voiced our displeasure. We tried to help the front office make the right decisions. And now we're in the playoffs. We're headed to the second round. We get to enjoy a good product at Madison Square Garden now with my Knicks. But for 20 plus years, we had to bitch, moan, complain, and rant. Live and at TV. Watching on TV, screaming. My Green Bay Packers, my New York Yankees, when they suck, we talk about it. That's what fans do. And when you're a critic, like BC is to pro wrestling, you can't bullshit. We're not going to stop watching if we don't like. We love professional wrestling. That's why we're so passionate, so amplified. We love it. We're going to try to make it better because it's been in the shitter for 10 fucking years. And you know what doesn't help? You know what doesn't help the product? When you take 2 champions and you swap titles like they're fucking Lunchables. This Lunchable has a chocolate chip cookie in it, and this Lunchable has a little pudding cup. So let's trade. We're talking about world titles, championships, and Rhea and Bianca are just going to swap them. Here, on the count of 3, let's hand them over to one another. Take care of it. I like the color red. I will, Bianca. Take care of that one. I just got it from Charlie. Anyway. Savage 1024 the Punisher. Respect. Appreciate it, brother. Corey Mitchell, brand new card member. 5-spot coffee. BC still hearing things about the Elite being lured to WWE. You know what's not helping the Elite not being happy in All Elite Wrestling? Corey Mitchell. Corey, the fact that CM Punk is coming back is not making Nick and Mac Jackson or Kenny Omega happy right now. And a lot of that locker room. So if you're trying to keep them and keep them happy, Phillip Brooks is not going to help the situation.
Attention WWE Universe for reviews are added. for a limited time, the standard and icon edition are 25% off on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. So get your copy today.
JR9 Gaming says AJ Styles, I'm guessing, will be drafted in this round. Yeah. Right, you don't want to go too deep past 3, man. Then it makes AJ Styles look like a fucking clown. You know what I saw, JR9? When I was looking over the list, it says the OC, JR9 Gaming. So it actually had Styles with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows and Munchkin, Mia Yim. So don't be shocked if AJ Styles gets drafted with all of them, the entire OC group.
Many years in the car together for these two men. Reunited here tonight.
Yeah, the Scarecrow. Drew is available, Drew McIntyre. I don't know if he's tonight. Somebody look in my description. Let me know. Number 3, third round. SmackDown picks. In round 3, Bobby Lashley is headed to the blue brand. I don't think there was anything else he was going to do on Raw, guys. For 2 years now, ever since last year, middle of last year. I think JR9 told me like June or July of last year. Bobby has just been taking on Austin Theory. And you know who he's taken on the last couple weeks? Austin Theory. And at the pay-per-view, Austin Theory. There you go. That answered my question. Drew McIntyre is on tonight's list. Drew McIntyre drafted to Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Theory's definitely getting drafted to SmackDown, JR9, because Gunther has the IC title on Raw, so that's a given. There's no way Theory would go to Raw. JR9 called it. AJ Styles in this round did in fact get drafted, and BC called it. It's the entire OC. So what you guys just got there was BC and JR9 Gaming with the fucking double knockout punch. JR9 Gaming, that was a tag team effort there, man. Salute. The entire OC just got drafted to Raw. I guess that means they're staying on Raw. They were never SmackDown. Raw, also, The Miz. Oh, no. OC is on SmackDown, guys. My bad. They were Raw before. So it's SmackDown. My bad. OC, SmackDown. Miz is Monday Night Raw. BC fucked that up a little bit. Miz is staying on Raw. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't mind Miz, but he is so fucking boring on Monday Night Raw. So, SmackDown in round 3 gets Bobby Lashley and the entire OC with AJ Styles. Monday Night Raw in round 3 gets Drew McIntyre and The Miz. Yeah, totally agree, JR9. AJ Styles and Edge. There's certain wrestlers that just belong on SmackDown. AJ Styles and Edge being 2 of them. Zelina Vega, wow. Man, is she looking on cloud 9 right now. Malachi Black is a lucky motherfucker. Zelina Vega, bro. I didn't know her booyaka were that fucking big. Good for her. She's a tiny little thing, man. That's got to be a ball of energy and fun behind closed doors with Malachi. Malachi, congratulations, bro. You got yourself 411 of heaven. Zelina Vega, bro. Damn, she's taking on Sonya Deville. Now, what's happening, guys? Let me tell you what's going to happen here. Zelina is actually going against Rhea Ripley in Puerto Rico Backlash next Saturday night. Zelina Vega going against Rhea. Now, that's obviously going to be for the... I don't know what title that would even be, because Rhea's going to swap that. So this is going to be for the Raw title, I guess. No, that doesn't take effect till the 8th. I don't even see what I mean. They're confusing their own audience. I don't even know what title Zelina's going to be going for. But my point is Zelina's actually going to win this match, guys, because they're going to try to make her even more relevant out of nowhere. So Sonya Deville is, unfortunately for Sonya, she's going to have to eat an L here. Chelsea Green is at ringside, by the way. A little bit more physicality in this match wouldn't hurt. A lot of these moves are barely grazing one another. So I need a little bit more full throttle physicality. Don't knock each other's block off, but make it a little bit more believable, a little bit more realistic. They're playing very nice with one another right now. A little bit more there. There you go. Good kicks there. Snap mirror into the headlock. Sonya's got control as of right now over Zelina. Why there's a headlock? Let me go over to some more supers. Fit all you guys in, man. Oh, nice kick by Sonya over onto Zelina. That's going to be a 2 count. Zelina kicks out. Godswilla with that 2 spot. Let's go. Finally, LA Knight won. Yeah. Yes. Godswilla. Big W by LA Knight earlier in the night over Butch. Petey Dunne. That was needed. I understand a lot of people want Pete Dunne, Butch to win matches, but LA Knight needs it more right now because this guy is a star right now. Godswilla. Thank you, brother. Strictango 2 spot. LA Knight versus Cena with their promos for SummerSlam would be epic. I'd pay for that shit. Strictango. Cena versus LA Knight. Fuck yeah, bro. I would enjoy that more than Austin Theory versus John Cena. Fruit roll-up. Nobody kicks out of a roll-up. Nobody kicks out of a roll-up. 2, 3. Zelina just beat Sonya via the awe-inspiring, ultra-devastating fruit roll-up. Zelina gets the fruit roll-up pinfall. Post-match, Chelsea Green goes to take out Zelina, but it's Rhea Ripley that jumps in for the save. Or no, maybe Rhea take out Zelina. What am I saying? Nobody wants in there with Rhea Ripley right now. Chelsea Green definitely wants nothing. Rhea now has Zelina. Pump handle slam. Riptide. Into a fucking spin DDT. Zelina takes out Rhea and then runs. Tap into your house of black powers, man. Have Malachi transport you out of there, man. Rhea's going to come for that ass. What? Rhea Ripley got dropped on her dome piece. They're trying to really bump up Zelina for her match next weekend against Rhea Ripley. I didn't mind that too much, man. No harm, no foul. Little bit of filler there. I don't know if that makes people want to see Zelina and Rhea anymore, but it could have been worse. Let's just say that. Main event later in the night, Owens and Zayn versus the Usos. Solo Sikoa could turn on the Usos, guys. Paul Heyman looked at Solo earlier and said one way or the other, the tribal chief has ordered that tonight comes to an end. And Paul Heyman hands a roll of tape to Solo. Solo starts to tape his wrists while he stares at the back of the heads of the Usos, almost like if the Usos don't get the job done, Solo's going to finish it and finish them. Because we do believe the Usos are going to be drafted over to Raw. The rest of the bloodline, Roman, Solo, and Paul, they've been drafted the blue brand. So I can fucking speak. It's all chaotic right now. You got people switching championships. Rhea has just become the SmackDown Women's Champ, or the Raw Women's Champion. Bianca Belair has just become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Gunther has been drafted to Raw. The IC title is now on Raw, supposedly, which means Theory is going over to the Blue brand with that title. I'm trying here, guys. We're live. Where were we here? Where were we? JR9 Gaming 5-spot Coffee says, correction, it was Cora and JC versus Lash and Ivy. JC beat Ivy, then GG and JC brawled after it. Good use of a live event to build their match on Tuesday. Well, that's a horse of a different color, JR9 Gaming, because now you're telling me Roxy was not there, right? So, JR9 Gaming, if I can piggyback off of that super chat, can you find out if Roxy was at that live event or not? Because if not, you could hear her name tonight or Monday night, man. I'll be keeping an eye out. Somebody find out. Chris Cooper, 10-spot. Did Asuka leave WWE? Chris Cooper, I appreciate the couple coffees, bro. Asuka did not leave WWE. I think she's in a little bit of the doghouse. She made a couple of questionable posts. I think she was just having fun, inventing a little bit, but she absolutely annihilated the women's locker room in the process. She gets along with everybody, but I don't think management liked it. And on top of that, I truly believe they have nothing for her right now. They just had her go to Mania, eat the fucking L, look up at the lights, and then say, go home, we'll call you when we have something. The fact that she voiced out a little frustration did not help. And now Kana Asuka has not been seen since WrestleMania. So she's eligible for the draft. I think she's Monday night eligibility. So we'll see Chris Cooper. Appreciate the coffees, bro. Roxy was at the live event, met fans beforehand. Wow. So I thought it would be Cora Jade, Rox. So JR9, what females do you think are getting up there, man? Maybe you already answered this. JR9, if you had to pick two females that you really feel are being called up, what are the two females from NXT? Not that you want it, JR9. I understand. Courtney Ward, 2-spot. Cody Rhodes' story in words of Jigsaw. Game over. Pretty much. Paul Levesque made sure that Cody Rhodes' game was over from the jump at WrestleMania. Now he'll win the consolation trophy championship. Courtney Ward. Much love and respect, Courtney. Zelina Vega backstage. Wow, she is beautiful, huh? Woo! Look at the fucking abs, man. She's making Finn Balor jealous. Abs McGee Balor. The fuck? Does Zelina eat a donut? What the fuck, man? BC's got massive muscles, but even I eat donuts, bro. Look at those abs. Sorry, Ray. Ray's trying to give an inspirational speech, and I'm talking over Ray. Yeah. Yeah. Rey Mysterio telling Zelina, you can do it. You can do it. What movie was that from? It was an Adam Sandler movie. You can do it. Is that AJ Styles? Yeah. My boy AJ Styles is back. Good pop. The whole group is now SmackDown, guys. They were the first draft of round 3 for SmackDown. All of OC. Styles, Gallows, Anderson, and Munchkin. So good to see AJ Styles. I hope they book him to the moon. No disrespect to Cameron Grimes. But this guy still to this day is one of the best wrestlers in the world, and I hope he's treated as such. Because the last 2 years before he got injured, holding the hand of Omos in obscurity, irrelevancy, at catering was bullshit. Fucking around with losses to Judgment Day for months. Pile driver finisher. You're damn right. He is still the phenomenal one. Good pop for H. So good to see AJ Styles back, man. Gotta give a salute to AJ. Oh, was it Waterboy? Waterboy, you can do it! AJ Styles about to say what's up to the fans in attendance, but the Viking Raiders interrupted with Van Halen, their manager, one of my favorite bands, Van Halen, with Sammy Hagar, not David Lee Roth.
The Viking Raiders are eligible to be drafted as part of tonight's pool. Hold on a second.
Actually, this could be a fun feud, guys, if they did this correctly. Gallows and Anderson versus Viking Raiders. Munchkin and Van Halen as the manager / wrestlers. I'd even watch a mixed 6-man tag with that.
You guys are smarter than you look. But I have a solution to your problem. I'm just gonna scoot back over to this turn.
AJ says, I have a solution to your problem. I'm just going to get out of the ring. Maybe he's not fully cleared yet.
OC, handle your business.
AJ says, OC, handle your business. And we just start, all 6 individuals just start beating the shit out of one another. I hope they don't have a match. You could do something special here, man. I would be okay with this feud. Magic Killer. Magic Killer onto who was that? Eric? OC standing tall. I hate to see the Viking Raiders destroyed that quickly.
We have just started.
But that could be a fun feud. AJ says, SmackDown, we have just started with the too sweet symbol up high. Okay. I know, Brian Robinson, I agree, man. I don't like the Viking Raiders getting squashed like that. That's why I said if done correctly. But maybe they just rushed this a little bit with no creativity. If they just take a moment and look what they have here, they could do something special. Oh, fuck. No, he's cleared, man. AJ Styles just delivered a phenomenal forearm to Ibar. AJ looks in tip-top conditioning and form, bro. I'm glad they didn't have a match tonight. I want to see this feud, man. This is a fun 2-month straight feud, guys. Of course, they'll be in a wrestling match next week, knowing this company. And then we'll see a rematch 18 times. Michael Hickenbottom, Shawn Michaels. He's going to do round 4 of the draft with, this bum. Oh, you didn't know? Jesse James, the road bitch. I don't care for him, to be honest. He's got some of the dumbest takes in the pro wrestling world with Bitchy Ray. You ever see Bitchy Ray? Bully Ray, whatever the fuck I call him, Bitchy Ray. You want to see the world's dumbest tag team? Put Bully Ray, Bubba, and Road Bitch, Jesse Jerkoff. Put them 2 together, and you got the Jerkoffs, the dumbest tag team in the world. Malik D. Marcian. Malik. 5 spot. Bianca is 8 days away from surpassing Becky's reign. Of course, they're not going to let Bianca look better than Becky and Charlotte. Yeah, and Malik, I just don't understand the swapping. It's not only is it not creative in the least, you're showing that you're putting no care or effort into it, but it's devaluing the titles. It's making championships look like candy bars. I'll give you my Hershey Kiss, and you give me a Kit Kat bar. How are you just going to have Bianca hand her title over and Rhea hand her the blue belt? You take my red one, I'll take the blue one. This is stupid. I hate title switches. It makes the championships look like toys, like candy bars, like video games. It makes their title reigns look so fucking useless, pointless, meaningless, and nonsensical. All of that was to hand your fucking title to somebody else. Yes, Trinity is Impact, guys. As of 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time, Naomi was taken off the WWE public roster page. She is officially, at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time, been put into the alumni page, which means officially now, not just word, officially, WWE and Trinity are no longer obligated to one another. There's nothing now holding back Trinity from showing up anywhere, and that's not a coincidence. We knew that tomorrow she's going to be, or tomorrow, she is going to be debuting in Impact. So it's no coincidence that at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time, WWE Legal took her off of that page.
All starts at 4 Eastern on Fox Saturday Baseball.
William Sweeney, 2-spot. The world title is the participation trophy, no doubt. And they'll probably have Cody Rhodes win that championship. That fucking participation trophy. Because all of this is just so Roman Reigns can get Hulk Hogan's record of 1,474 days, guys. The fourth one, 2-spot. Yo, BC, remember when Joey Styles popped JBL? No doubt, bro. JBL and Joey Styles, man. Fire and ice. The fourth one. I must have watched that about a dozen times, bro. The road bitch, Jesse Jerkoff, and Shawn Michaels are out right now to announce round 4 of the draft. So we're going to get at least 4 more names right now, guys. Smash that up if you haven't already, guys. Gold members, you have to. That's a prerequisite. We're almost at 300 live on the ups. I appreciate that, guys. Let's smash that if you don't mind. Helps out the algorithm. Smash that up. Give it a Batista bomb or a sharpshooter, that like button. In the 4th round, SmackDown picks all of Damage Control, Bayley, Io Shirai, and Dakota Kai, all going to SmackDown from Monday Night Raw. I repeat, round number 4, all of Damage Control going to SmackDown. To counter that, Monday Night Raw is going to pick Shinsuke Nakamura in round 4. Shinsuke Nakamura is going from the blue brand, SmackDown. He is being drafted to the red brand, Monday Night Raw, guys. So SmackDown gets all of Damage Control. Bayley, Io, Dakota. Raw gets Shinsuke. SmackDown picks Grayson Waller. Shawn Michaels said, I'm not thrilled by this. Oh! Oh, JR9! Oh, JR9! The NXT Performance Center is filled with NXT stars. Alba Fire. Isla Dawn. The tag title holders of NXT. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the NXT tag title holders, drafted to SmackDown. The game just got flipped upside down, guys. If there's ever a time to do a tag title division justice, it is now. JR9 Gaming, what the fuck, bro? Those are your girls. I think that's your biggest fear, bro. Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw counters with Indy Hartwell, the NXT champion of the world. Guys, these are genuine reactions. JR9, it does not look like she knew that, bro. JR9, that's a genuine reaction, bro. I don't think she knew she was being drafted. So that must mean that Isla and Alba did not know, man. This is what WWE likes to do, the genuine reaction, which I'm okay with, but it also changes their lives in the matter of a moment. Wow! SmackDown gets Damage Control and the NXT Tag Title holders. Raw gets the NXT Champion, Indy Hartwell. And Shinsuke Nakamura to Raw. Wow, everything just got flipped upside down, man. Caden and... Oh, there you go, Jer 9. I don't think they're walking away with the titles.
Big developments coming out of NXT tonight, but now, please welcome my guest, who we just learned is being drafted to Monday Night.
Kayla Braxton's so beautiful. She's about to interview Shinsuke Nakamura. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that Caden Carter was getting that tag title back, but damn, they're going to do it. That's how they're going to do it. I guess it's kind of obvious because they got drafted, so yeah, they're going to throw that back over to Caden Carter. And Katana, obviously. Oh, shit. Shinsuke just got destroyed backstage by Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux. Karrion Kross is giving Shinsuke one last boot in the ass before he goes over to Raw.
She puts the spotlight tonight on the Usos because tonight is the night.
He keeps looking at Solo when he says tonight is the night. The way that Solo is looking at the Usos. I'm telling you guys, he's going to turn on the Usos, it looks like, correct? James Shrimp Fajitas, James Miller, Malachi, JJ Bulldog, Triple J 82, JR9 Gaming, Lord Cosmo, Rondo, Pile Driver, Dion, Big Kev Jr., everybody, Rage Boy, everybody up in the chat. Am I just seeing things? Or does it look like Solo is going to turn on the Usos tonight? Alicia, Nathan, Crazy Boy. More than a snack, crazy country boy. More than a snack. Scarlett's amazing, man. Yeah, I mean, right? I mean, I don't know if I would go that way. Even if you want the Usos on Raw, you could still live up the bloodline. Just have them causing havoc on two different brands. I think that would make more sense. I mean, all of this storyline was just on a SmackDown to have Solo turn on the Usos. And wouldn't you want Roman Reigns there when it's done? I mean, Roman Reigns is sipping margaritas right now in martinis on vacation. He's not even going to be there when they turn on the Usos? Man, it's weird to me. All right, well, you know what? Let's ask. Let's ask my whole unit here, man. Let's see how right we are. Does Solo turn on the Usos tonight? The question is simple. I'm going to put it up in your chat, guys. If you don't mind participating, I need at least 100 votes. Does Solo turn on the Usos tonight? Give it 10 seconds. It'll be up in the chat. I need at least 100 votes. Thank you guys for smashing that up. We have over 300 on the ups. That helps the algorithm for the thousands that are going to catch this live stream over the next 24 hours. Shows everybody that we whooped ass live. So now let's start a new goal. Let's go to 400 live. No reason why we shouldn't be amplified. I'll leave that poll up right now, guys, for a couple minutes. I want to go over to the super chats real quick while we're in a commercial break, if you don't mind. Where'd we leave off? WWE AEW Marvel fan, 5-Spot Coffee. AJ Styles is on the same brand as Paul Heyman. It used to be said that Styles blamed Paul for Good Brothers getting released. Yeah, you remember that report, right? Now, AJ Styles is a professional, as is Paul Heyman. I'm guessing that was already squashed long ago, but I expect no issues from that whatsoever. But WWE AEW Marvel fan, smart, good memory there, bro. That crossed BC's don't piece as well. Vicky, 2-Spot. The Indy Hartwell draft don't make sense at all. It could be like the tag titles, Vicky, where they're going to have Indy Hartwell drop the title before she actually gets to the main roster. I don't know. You're going to see a lot of title changes now. It's almost like this company did not know what they were doing until like the last 24 hours. Otherwise, a lot of what happened this past spring break and on Tuesday night for NXT makes zero sense. Jimmy Fingers 19, 519. What up, Jimmy Fingers 19? BC just hit the like for the 300th with a coconut like Piper did to Snuka. Speaking of which, do you believe that coconut was rigged? Solo is turning, BC. No, I think that was just a straight up smash 'em, bash 'em coconut, Jimmy Fingers 19. I love that moment. And yeah, Jimmy Fingers 19, it looks like Solo Sikoa is being given the green light by Paul Heyman, who's been given the green light by the tribal chief to turn on the Usos once and for all if they do not get the job done. Or what if Solo cost them the fucking match? Which wouldn't really make sense unless Roman was really pissed about what happened at WrestleMania. I don't know. These are good questions to have. When you have questions like this and you're actually anticipating, a little bit intrigued, I guess they're doing right. I mean, this is a totally different show right now than when we watched Monday Night Raw this past Monday. BC was live with you guys for the first hour, and it was just a fight. It just sucked. At least we got questions popping off here, man. JR9 Gaming. 5-Spot Coffee, or 10-Spot, man. A couple of coffees by my right-hand man. JR9 says, so happy for Isla and Alba. They have deserved to be on a big stage for a while. Indy is a surprise. Maybe they make Gigi versus JC for the women's title at Battleground now if Indy is indeed hurt. I forgot about that as well. If she's hurt, does she hey, actually, JR9, that's good thinking, man. Maybe they have her forfeit the title, and the reason is because she's drafted. That way they can just downplay her being hurt. And then the tag titles, they could just be lost straight up. So that's actually, you bring up a really good point there, JR9. A couple of good points. But that does open up the door for her to maybe forfeit the title. That way they don't have to act like she's, hurt and she's easily just injury prone.
A few weeks ago when I talked about the WWE draft, I said the draft would change WWE at its very core. Because when Roman Reigns...
And then who do you got as the... and then you're saying Gigi versus JC for the women's title after Indy drops that period. So then Gigi and JC both would not be brought up then, JR9. I see what you're doing there. Nor do you want to see either one called up, and I don't blame you.
a new champion. Night of Champions.
We're back from commercial, guys. We're just doing the HHH unveiling from Monday Night Raw of the Participation Trophy Runners-Up Championship. So you're not missing anything. Anthony Bowley, 5-Spot Coffee says, hey, BC, I've been busy at work lately. I stopped by to show some love and respect. Anthony, love to hear it, bro. Thank you, man. I always tell you guys, even if you're working or busy, stop by, even if it's only for a couple of minutes. Say what's up. Love to see you in the chat for a couple of minutes. Smash the up, help out the algorithm, and then go back to do what you got to do. This will be up later if you want to go back and catch any of it. So I love when you guys stop by and just say what's up, even if you don't have the time. Anthony Boley, smash it out at work, man. Much love and respect right back to you. It's going to take a while to comprehend tonight's draft. I mean, these are some big moves. Some people are staying. But the tag team division for the women, SmackDown is looking diesel if they dedicate time and effort to the division. If you create a real women's tag division, SmackDown now has Damage Control. Let's finally fucking make something out of them. And you have the NXT tag title holders. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Fuck, man. You got females on there now like Van Halen and Munchkin. That could be a fun interaction with Viking Raiders and the OC. If done correctly, I'm down with that feud. The things that boggle my mind is Bianca Belair going over to SmackDown and handing Rhea the Raw title. Rhea is going over to Raw, and she's going to hand... Rhea's got to hand Bianca the blue title. I hate when they swap titles. It makes no sense. Cody is drafted or staying on Raw. Roman's drafted and staying on SmackDown, so they're not going to... If you thought Cody was getting the title from Roman, not happening. I tried to tell you guys that. Oh, man, they're rushing it. OC versus Viking Raiders in Puerto Rico for Backlash. I was hoping they were going to sit on this, man, and create a fun story. They're rushing this match. We'll probably see a version of it next week. The go-home show to Backlash. Then we'll probably see it the SmackDown after Backlash. I hate when they rush things that could be really fun. OC and Viking Raiders could have been really fun, especially with Mia Yim, Munchkin, and Van Halen, Sarah Logan. You know, it's just they botched that, I feel, man. No, DJ is a prodigy is very correct. They didn't even build Cross and Nakamura. That's been the shits. A couple of segments ago, they had Karrion Kross just knock out Nakamura backstage. And then they just cut to a commercial. Guys, we're about to go into the main event. Usos, the challengers, taking on tag team champions Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So now is a good time to stop the poll. I put up a poll the last 5 minutes. Nearly 300 votes have already been casted within 5 minutes. You guys are the best. Does Solo turn on the Usos tonight is what I asked. Now, again, if you're a gold card member, if you're a channel member in this chat right now, if you have a gold fucking card after your green name, you have to participate in the poll. It's a prerequisite, damn it. You're the board committee meeting, man. You're the board members in this meeting. So, gold card members, you have to vote. Red team, it's optional. Let me hear the introductions. Challengers have just been introduced. Now we're about to introduce the tag team champions. Is it the last night for them to hold the titles? Does Solo Sikoa turn on the Usos? A lot of questions here, man. I'm going to end the chat just short of 300 votes. Let me get the results. 64% of my Amplify unit says 64% says yes. Solo does turn on the Usos tonight. 35% of my amplified unit said no, he does not turn tonight. No, Alicia, Solo isn't out there now. Remember what Paul Heyman said backstage. The tribal chief gave orders. The spotlight is not on Solo. He wants the spotlight on the Usos. So if Solo's going to turn, he's going to come out later in the match. Yep, good call, JR9 Gaming. I probably should have said that earlier for whoever was asking in the chat. Any one of my amplified unit members. Not everybody is going to be drafted during the show. Everybody else on the list And if you guys are wondering what the list is, in the description right now on this live stream, I gave a description down below. Just click on the description. I gave a list of all of the eligible names tonight. Because half of the roster is eligible tonight. I gave you a full list of the names in the description of this live stream. Whoever is not drafted from that list, tomorrow, over the next 24 hours, they will be drafted. So not every name is going to be announced in the show, guys. Let me go back over to... we're in a commercial break right now, guys. We just had 60 seconds of action of the tag team title match, and then we went right into a commercial break. So if you don't mind, I want to go over to WWE AEW Marvel fan with a 5-spot coffee. Since Indy Hartwell got drafted to Raw, now it's the chance to reunite her with Candice LeRae and do something special with Gargano and Lumis. You know, I didn't even think of that. WWE AEW Marvel fan. One of the coolest things I saw in NXT over the past several years was Gargano, LeRae, Indy Hartwell, and Dexter Lumis together. The way. And now with Indy Hartwell being drafted to Raw, unless Gargano goes to the blue brand, or his wife LeRae, and Dexter Lumis, providing that they all stay on Raw, you're gonna have a reunion of the way. You're going to have a reunion of Indy Hartwell, Dexter Lumis, Johnny Gargano, and Candice LeRae, man. Interesting. WWE AEW Marvel fan, very interesting. Silver Black 31, 5-spot, much respect, BC. Your jokes had me rolling at work. If they build Roman versus Bobby would be interesting. Yeah, absolutely. If they did that correctly. This company just doesn't do it. They're sitting on gold and they somehow turn it into shit. Like when you saw Silver Black 31, first of all, thank you for the coffee. Earlier tonight, you saw the OC face-to-face with the Viking Raiders. Mia Yim, Munchkin, staring at Van Halen, Sarah Logan, the Viking Raiders, The Way... the way's on my mind now. OC, and you're like, fuck, this makes sense. This works. Drag it out. You can have a 2-month storyline with an ultimate payoff down the road. And instead, we're getting the match next weekend at Backlash. And we're probably going to see this match 18 more times. No storyline, just 18 rematches of the Viking Raiders versus the OC. And it's like, why? Build it. Lashley versus Reigns should be special. Could be. Rematch, I understand, but could be. No, they'll have them face each other 18 times, nonsensically, 3 times, 7 times on SmackDown. Silver Black 31. Keywords, if done correctly. But you are correct.
The Usos dedicated to Roman Reigns, who was drafted to SmackDown with Dakota and Paul Heyman earlier tonight. And the tag champs were unable to get out of the blocks this evening. The Usos' brilliant tactics attacking that left.
We are back from commercial, guys. Back from commercial, tag title match. Usos challengers taking on champions Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. There's a possibility, as small as it is, that Sami Zayn turns on Owens. There is a bigger possibility that Solo Sikoa turns on the Usos tonight. And that would allow the Usos to be drafted to Monday Night Raw on Monday, because they're in the Monday pool. Oh, man, I didn't even think of that, man. Big time Baxter. I didn't even think of that in the chat. amplified unit member, Big Time Baxter. Austin Theory's definitely going to SmackDown because Gunther is going over to Monday Night Raw with the IC title. So Austin Theory is going to SmackDown with the Blue Brand title, which means Bobby Lashley and Theory cannot get away from one another. Usos both over the top rope. Sami Zayn in full control. He's about to fly over the top rope, I believe. He's about to take flight. Hits the ropes. Dive bomb onto everybody. Well, the Usos anyway. Are we going to another commercial break? No, maybe not. Old school Sami Zayn. This dude can still take flight. Sucks he doesn't do the... what was the move called? Does any amplified unit member, old school NXT, when he would... On the outside, he would go through the rope, through the turnbuckles outside, through the other side of the turnbuckle, and do the swing DDT. What was that called, guys? I forget. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? They'd both be outside around the turnbuckle. Sami would run through the ropes of the turnbuckle onto the other side. What was that? Blue Thunderbomb from the second rope? Damn. Is it just called the swing DDT? It sounds too simplistic. Then I'm not doing it justice. It was way better, guys. It's really hard to do. Like the, what's the word I want? It'd be novice. the difficulty level, that's what I want. A torpedo DDT through the fucking turnbuckle ring ropes on the outside, guys. It was amazing. He doesn't do it anymore because the difficulty level is so hard. I don't see any wrestler really do that these days. Do you guys see that anymore performed by anybody? Sami Zayn is whooping some ass right now in the ring, though. Close pinfalls. Torpedo DDT. I guess it's just a torpedo DDT then. All right. I thought it was I thought there was a little more spunk to the name because it's so hard to pull off. I mean, I've seen torpedo DDTs. That's just another level, 6 more levels of degree of difficulty. So I wish there was a better name for it. Because it makes it sound like it's just another simplistic torpedo DDT. All right.
It kind of makes it the EST like you. Girl, I'm the one that owns EST. How's that?
Girl, Bianca Belair, all fucking sass. You guys hear about that lawsuit from WWE? It was one of the main focal points of one of my latest amped up podcasts. Hopefully you guys caught it. WWE being sued. Brittany Abrams, I believe is her name, former writer for WWE. We're in a commercial break right now, so I'm just shooting the shit about a big story right now. WWE lawsuit. And this Brittany, a former creative writer, said that there was a lot of like racism and stereotypical jargon being thrown around the writer's room. And they wanted Bianca Belair to say, "Don't make me take my earrings off and whoop that ass." And they thought that would be too ghetto. So Bianca was not comfortable with it and refused time after time. This creative writer said, "That's not right. It's kind of stereotypical and it's too much of a negative way. Can we not do that?" And the writers turned it into a gag, and they started doing it every week. They would put that line in there, and Bianca would have to tell them every week, "I'm not doing it." I mean, Bianca should not have had to do that, guys. That I think that's utter bullshit. But I don't know. The Dwayne Piazza BC, what does that mean? What, taking your earrings off? Well, I grew up in a set of projects, and I can tell you right now, when a woman takes her earrings off, you are going to get your ass whooped. When they take the fucking shoes off, that's when it really goes down. The earrings, I've realized that when a woman takes the earrings off, they're still in that realm where they still will be backed up. You can still get between them when the earrings are coming off. That is still time to back off a female. But when the shoes come off, get the fuck out of the way. Run. Because one of those shoes is hitting you, and the other one is going for the initial target. That's what I saw that growing up. Earrings, there's still time to back them up. The shoes is when you want to run, because that ain't fucking flying. You are getting Das Boot at that point. What the fuck? Nobody else came from the projects up in this chat? Come on, you guys know I'm right. I don't know how you do it in these little fucking silver spoon towns, but that's how it's done, man. That's how we rocked out in the hood. It was fun, man. Oh, we're back from commercial. Owens and Zayn still have control of this match, man. Believe it or not. Owens is up on the top rope. That can't end well. Owens and Zayn are beating the shit out of him right now, man. Owens going back up to the top. It looks like he twisted his ankle. He's going to go back to the top rope. That makes sense. Storyline-wise, I don't think he actually did, guys, but still. Swanton, man. Solo is looking with Paul Heyman, man. Heyman's looking at his phone. He just got word from the tribal chief. What's going on here? Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman says that was the call. Tonight is your night. Solo just took off to the ring. What the fuck is going on? Does Solo turn on the Usos, bro? Jay just got in there to break up that count. Well, I tell you one thing they don't usually do. They got me doing tonight. I'm actually intrigued to see this finish, man. I don't know how they're going to go about this. They got 6 minutes to do, 5.5 minutes to do it. Oh, Sami Zayn flies over the top and gets a boot to the face, man. Super kick. Fruit roll up to Kevin Owens. Owens is able to kick out. Jimmy to the ropes. Stunner onto Jimmy. Jimmy covered 1. Jimmy covered 2. Jimmy covered 2 and 6/10. Jimmy kicks out. Owens wondering what he's got to do. Look at this kick to the face, man. Spot on super kick. Sean, you could be right. Sean says they're playing a Solo's just going to help the Usos win. That's possible. Like they're just stringing it along, which is cool with me, man. It keeps us asking questions. It keeps it fun. I don't see why you would turn on the Usos tonight. Roman's not there live. Even if you want the Usos to go to Raw, it doesn't make sense to split that, like to beat them up. But I love how they're teasing it. I bet you Matt Riddle comes out so nothing happens. Oh, Matt Riddle just came out. I told you. So they're going to keep us wondering, man. I see. Scooter McGee just came out. Scooter McGee just beat up Solo through the curtain. So now we're all going to wonder, what was it that Solo was supposed to finish? I don't mind that at all, guys. It keeps the suspense. I know that's a dud for tonight. A lot of people are like, I wanted to see something bigger tonight, BC. But that tells a good story, to be honest with you guys. That had BC intrigued. Does something get finished on Monday night, maybe? Right now, back in the ring, Kevin Owens almost got pinned by the Uso. He kicked out at 2 8/10. He's bleeding from his nose.
Well, whatever Roman Reigns had in mind for Solo Sikoa, it did not play out thanks to Matt Riddle, the original pro. One of the Raw's top picks in tonight's draft.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be upset at that, man. I was waiting for Solo to do something. Well, you got to wait something. That's the good type of waiting, right? That's not like Cody needs to struggle more. What? This is something that never should he be turning on the Usos right now on a Friday Night SmackDown. No way, bro. I'm glad he didn't turn on the Usos. Right now, we got to find out who's winning these fucking titles. Double super kick to Owens. 1, 2. Oh, 2 8/10. Owens kicks out. Jimmy's got a smile on his face because he can't believe how close he just came, bro. Yeah, JR9, I agree. This is a good type of slow burn where there's no reason for him to turn on it, and I like the teasing. Kept BC interested the whole time. Jay now covers a no, 2 6/10. Owens is just running on fumes. Literally got to his feet just to fall back on his face almost. Now he's just running on fucking empty, putting it all out there, whatever's left in the tank. Oh, super kick to the chin. I swear to you, it was to the chin. The dude's knocked the fuck out, flatline, face first, into the canvas. He's trying to wake up. Mama, what day is it? Mama, what's for Christmas presents? No, motherfucker, you in a WWE ring in a tag title match, Kevin. Stutter? No way, he's got to sell that more. Oh, good, he made a tag. Good, sell that on the outside. Haluva kick. On a Jimmy, 1, 2, 3. Whoa! A clean W by Sami Zayn over Jimmy Uso. Zayn and Owens retain clean. They can't go to Saudi Arabia. They won't. So Night of Champions will not have WWE Tag Team title gold. Solo just came back out. He must have took care of Matt Riddle, Scooter McGee backstage, and he is not happy. So that's an excellent tease for Monday night or beyond. Solo, a little bit of a shaking of his head, man. Maybe he was just supposed to help the Usos and it didn't work out. Is he going to have to answer to Roman now? Ooh, the face on Jimmy. Look at that shit. Beautiful. Jimmy had a look like we are fucked, bro. Roman is going to spank us like we're 7 years old and spanked by fucking Daddy Oso again. Did you see Jay's face? That was like a kid that just got fucking suspended from school and the principal is literally in the process of calling the parents. And Jay is like, fuck, I do not want to be here when Dad gets here. They are in massive trouble, and it looks like the Usos. Do you guys think that Roman is going to banish them to Monday nights and that's how they get drafted? Maybe Paul Heyman works out a deal or something? Because it looks like the Usos are going to the Raw brand. They're going to split the bloodline up. Maybe Roman does a banishment angle where there's no exact turn so you can do business with them in the future, but they're banished from the blue brand. Could be, guys. That would be actually pretty fucking smart. Very smart is what it would be. BC thought of it. Thank you. Damn, man. I actually have a story heading into Backlash, JR9 Gaming. Exactly right, bro.
No two sets of eyes are the same, and nothing should keep them from getting the expert eye care they need. That's why we'll cover your cost of your insurance.
When's the Trinity tape? Is that tonight or tomorrow, guys? Trinity's debut, I thought was tomorrow. Is it tonight? Oh, yeah, they getting Das Boot. I totally believe that. Tonight was Trinity's. Oh, yeah, see that? Taping is tonight. I told you guys how correct I am with that roster page for WWE. How right is BC, man? Pat on the fucking back. At 3:15 Eastern time today. 3:15. Trinity Fatu's Naomi name was taken off the roster page and put into the alumni section. I told you they're on top of that shit. They can get sued if not. I told you guys, man, they don't fuck around on that roster page. I'll tell you what, surely wasn't one of the best SmackDowns I've ever seen, but it kept me fucking intrigued and entertained throughout the 2 hours. I guess the draft did keep my interest. I'm not on board with a lot of the drafts and where they went, but some of it raises a lot of interesting concepts going forward, man. Dante Jarren 23 2-spot. I don't think Bobby has faced Roman yet, has he? I don't know. If it was, it's forgettable. Does anybody know in the chat if Bobby Lashley has ever taken on Roman Reigns? Dante Jarren, that's a good question. I thought they did a few times, but it's forgettable if so. Somebody find out for me in the chat. I'm hearing Extreme Rules 2018. Extreme Rules 2018, they did. Sean is telling me it was twice. Bobby and Roman are 1-1, so they beat each other. They 50-50 booked them. So the answer is yes, they did face each other, and it probably wasn't even a good build then, so don't expect a good build if they face each other going forward. Bobby beat Roman at Extreme Rules 2018, and Roman beat Bobby the next night on Raw. Sean, and WWE AEW Marvel fan, coming through in the clutch. I appreciate that, guys. So the answer to that super chat, let me go back to Dante Jarren 23. The answer is yes. They 50-50 booked them at a 1-1. Hold on. Why I'm still going over super chats. If you guys don't mind, I got to go back over to my Yankees, see if we're winning. We're without Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, so two of our big bats are no longer in the lineup for the foreseeable future. So we're not going to be winning a lot of games, my Yankees, man. Muhammad, I saw 550 BC random question, but what did you think of New Jack? I mean, I liked New Jack. I would never wish anybody to be in the ring with New Jack. That's how reckless New Jack was. I respected how he entertained us because he did. I respected his passion because he was. New Jack had a big side of him that was easy to love and want to see him. But wrestling New Jack was something that you really had to call your loved ones and just tell them who you were wrestling. Because there was no guarantee that the next phone call wasn't going to be coming from the hospital. There was no... New Jack was just he was a different animal. And I don't know if I was a promoter, if I would have booked New Jack. That's the best way I can tell you. I mean that with much love and respect. As a promoter, I would never book New Jack. You guys remember the mass transit incident? Does anybody remember mass transit? It was like a kid who lied about his age. I guess he was like 17, 18 maybe. I don't even know. Roughly, I don't know. But he lied about his age. He was a big kid, so he looked like he was like in his 20s. And New Jack just sliced this motherfucker up, almost took his life. You guys can Google that. I don't know what you would put in. New Jack mass transit. You can Google it, and you'll see the whole story. There was a documentary on it. It was sick, bro. I felt bad for that. He lied about his age, but and he told New Jack to slice him up. He didn't understand who he was telling to slice him up. You can't tell New Jack to slice you up. That's like telling Rick or Michonne in The Walking Dead to slice you. You know, they're not going to cut your arm. They're going to take your fucking dome piece off. What Dante Jaron 23 is saying it was on a dark side of the ring. So that's like a documentary. If you guys can ever catch that, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's one of the nuttiest things you'll ever hear about in the pro wrestling world. Jack Brewer, he stabbed a lot of people in wrestling matches, bro. A lot. So anyway, Muhammad, that's my thoughts on New Jack. Much love and respect to him. I just would never book him. Jimmy Fingers 19, 519 says, BC, did you ever ski patrol in the projects like I did up here in Mass in the 80s? Ski patrol is grabbing onto the back of buses when it was snowing. No, Jimmy Fingers 19. Growing up in New England, period, I could not stand the fucking snow, to be honest. So I tried to do anything but be outside. Still to this day, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing up north. I should be in Florida. But my answer is no, Jimmy Fingers 19. I know all about it, though. But no. I belonged back then, and I belong now, and I belong in 20 years in fucking Florida. I belong in Orlando. Riding fucking Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot. That's where I belong, with fucking 95-degree weather. And when I'm done riding that roller coaster, I should be at a resort, sipping a fucking martini, living the life like Roman Reigns. I don't know why I got amplified on that, but Jimmy Fingers 19, that's a no. Oh, Jimmy Fingers 19. Too funny. Let me go over to, where'd I leave off here? Where'd I leave off? WWE, AEW, Marvel fan, 5-Spot Coffee, Solo Sikoa should turn on the Usos at Backlash since it's a bigger stage than a random episode on a SmackDown. Just imagine the pop. There you go, WWE, AEW, Marvel fan. I bet you that's what's going to happen. There's no reason to do this on a SmackDown. I don't see a reason to do it, period. But if you're going to do it, let's do it on a bigger stage. Let's have it have purpose, meaning, right? Backlash is where you should do the turn. Make a massive story out of it, and that's why the Usos are banished to Monday Night Raw. That's the way to do it. Hey, Nelly Nell. Nelly Nell, I see that orange and blue heart. Nice t-shirt, BC. Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go! If you know New York, you know what the hell I'm singing, man. That's our New York Knicks theme song. It's literally called Go New York, Go New York, Go, and we just say that 1,000 times. Nelly Nell, I appreciate that. WWE, AEW, Marvel fan, absolutely Backlash if Solo is going to do the turn. That way Roman Reigns... Oh, no, Roman wouldn't even be there, though. But at least it would be a big bloodline moment. There's no way Roman's going to show up to work before fucking the end of May. Jack Brewer, 5-Spot Coffee. Now the 6-man match is more interesting. What 6... Oh, yeah, with... Yes. Jack Brewer, that piggybacks off of what WWE, AEW, Marvel fan just said in his super chat, which was it makes more sense at Backlash. So now that is a little bit more intrigue for Backlash. Solo turning on the Usos when they're actually in a match together, and then the Usos are supposed to be on Raw the next night anyway. So that would allow Roman to banish them to Raw. Yes, absolutely. Good call, WWE, AEW, Marvel fan, and Jack Brewer. The Elmeister, 2-Spot, laugh my ass off. I don't want to get the belt by Roman. Right, though, Elmeister? That's what Jay looked like, bro. His face was like, damn. Like you're going from the principal's office to your bedroom the second you get home to get your ass whooped by daddy. Because that's what Roman's going to do. He's going to whoop that ass. Elmeister. JR9 Gaming, 2-spot. Thanks for the straight fire stream tonight, BC. JR9, thanks for joining. This was a lot funner than Monday night, JR9. Raw was so fucking bad without any intrigue. I was just fucking flipping out the whole hour plus. This, we actually had a lot of questions, a lot of interest. They teased us, but it was all in the name of fun. Prolonged some story. And JR9, you were on fire, man. A lot of NXT talk that BC had to decipher through. It's good to have you right there, man. A lot of my unit, man. I had a lot of questions. A lot of my unit was right there with answers tonight. I put up a lot of polls tonight. You guys really came through. I know my gold members, my channel members have to. It's a prerequisite. If you want to be a channel member, you got to participate in the polls especially and smash that up. But a lot of my red team straight up participated, so I really appreciate that, guys. You guys made it. What JR9 says, straight fire, you guys made it that, dude. JR9, I got to give you a big, massive salute. JR9, I heard fucking Alba Fire and Isla Dawns, and I was like, what? And then Indy Hartwell seconds later. Jimmy Fingers 19, 519. I was there, BC. It was Suffolk. Oh, Suffolk Downs in East Boston. Oh, shit. Okay, the mass transit situation with the New Jack. New Jack was a piece of shit, in my opinion. New Jack was a piece... Oh, so Jimmy Fingers 19 was actually there. Suffolk Downs, East Boston, when mass transit got absolutely stabbed and annihilated for real by New Jack. Damn, Jimmy Fingers 19. I'm guessing everybody in attendance knew that that was legit, like that wasn't part of the act. Jimmy Fingers 19, I'm guessing all of you guys knew how serious that was live, right? In attendance. Fucking New Jack, bro. My Yankees are getting beat by the Texas fucking Rangers 5-2 in the 8th inning. We're just going to lose every game until we get Aaron Judge and Stanton back. We get injured left and right. Guys, I don't know what's going on in sports, but it seems like there's more injuries now more than ever. My Yankees every year are getting injured left and right. Every Yankee. I just saw a report from NXT that NXT pro wrestlers are pissed off right now down in Florida because the trainers they feel are training them in a way where they're getting injured left and right. So JR9, I'm not sure if you heard that report. But down in the Performance Center, they're blaming the training staff. I agree. NBA, MLB, NFL, WWE, pro wrestling. There are more injuries now than ever before. And I'm talking like torn ACLs, meniscus, fucking arm shattering. Back in the day, you would play every single game. You would never get injured. And even if you had to lie a little bit, it was something that you could lie about. It's not like you're tearing meniscus and fucking ACLs. There was a guy named Cal Ripken. He used to play every fucking day. He actually had the record for most days played ever. Nowadays, you play 3 games, you gotta sit out for 2 games. In the NBA, they call it load management. If you play 3 or 4 games in a row, you gotta sit out 2 games. It's pathetic. I think it's starting in the training rooms. These trainers are doing something wrong, or it's the new machines. Something is wrong, guys. JR9, NXT stars said that those reports were false. There's a lot of injuries, though. So maybe they should look into the trainers. The Yankees had to do that a couple of years ago. They had to fire that guy. There's still a lot, but not as many. I think it's the way they're being trained. Kelsey, do I think Karrion will go to Raw with Shinsuke and chase for the new title, or is he staying on SmackDown? Listen, if he goes with Shinsuke, you better still do the storyline correctly. Right now, there is no story. Karrion's just beating up a Shinsuke that just returned. And he attacks him backstage like we're supposed to give a fuck. So I think the bigger question is, are they going to have something for Shinsuke on Raw? Do they have anything planned for Karrion Kross? That's what's more criminal right now. Make sure I got everybody here, man. I think I got all the supers. If I missed anybody, I'll have the full list within the next 12 hours for sure, and I will make sure that I get you guys in the next podcast that I put up. On top of that, I am not ending this stream until I thank my super thanker from yet one of the podcasts I put up yesterday. I know there was somebody who threw up a super thanks, and I have to try to find that because I did not mention that, man. All right, bear with me. I know somebody did, and I'm going to make sure that I get it. Maybe it was this one, man. I got to find out who sent BC a coffee on a regular amped up podcast, man. Oh, I got it. I knew there was somebody yesterday in the first podcast. I put up 2 yesterday. Silver Black 31. 5-spot super thanks coffee. That's just a coffee being thrown to the channel on a regular podcast, man. I always think that's so cool. Silver Black 31 says, so I'm going to use common sense and logic on the WWE lawsuit, BC. The Bianca claim isn't really offensive considering logically you don't want to get into a fight with big earrings or piercings in. The Apollo accent is a little more offensive, but he is Nigerian American, which might I add, he still did the gimmick. It's nothing more than like having Kofi using a Jamaican accent. I can't get the rest of it because it was from yesterday. There was more to that paragraph. It was so long that it went off to another section, and I'm not getting that right now. But Silver Black 31, you're right. We weren't in the room, so I guess we don't really know. You know, like what went down. We don't know. We need a lot more details from this lawsuit, but a lot of what she is claiming has been backed up by Bianca Belair in the transcripts, saying that Belair told the writers time and time again she doesn't want to do the earrings thing because it sounds too ghetto and she doesn't want to be looked at like that. And the writers disrespected her thought on it and kept putting that line in every single script, and she kept telling them no. So little things like that is being childish. If you know they don't like it, you know they feel some type of way, why keep pushing it? It makes the writers in the company look like absolute chumps. And it doesn't put them in a good light, to be honest. So I think I got all the super chats, guys. I got my super thanks in from yesterday's Amped Up podcast. What are we, over 2 hours on the stream, right? Almost 2.5 hours. Guys, it's been real. This is where I say check you later. Until next time. And there will be a next time. BC's got a little bit of travel to do over the weekend, but I will be back ASAP, and we will rock out, man. Thank you guys so much for an unbelievable week on the channel. But this concludes the month of April on the channel, and it has been one of the most successful months we've had in the 5-6 years that we've had the channel. So that's thanks to you guys, man. Just one of the most successful months, and you guys always thank BC. Well, BC's going to thank you guys, man. Almost 400 live on the ups. That means that the thousands that are going to catch us over the next 24 hours, they just got a layup thanks to you guys. Their goal is going to begin at like 500. They just got to go from 4 to 5 on the ups because you guys absolutely smashed it out. So I appreciate everything you guys have done for the channel this month especially. And I say when BC comes back, I say we crush the fuck out of May even more amplified. No reason why not to, man. Thank you guys so much. Till next. Oh, hold on 1 second, man. I got to give a big shout out over to one of my tried and trues over here. Dave Mealy, one of my tried and true gold members. And by the way, to my new channel member, there were several new channel members that earned their gold card tonight. Much love and respect. Welcome to the unit, man. Honestly, that is so cool. I love new channel members jumping on board and joining the boardroom. Because you guys are my board members, basically. Dave Mealy, 10 spot. I didn't grow up in the projects, but even I knew if you see a girl take off her earrings and take off her shoes, you can best bet the bodies were going to hit the floor. You know it, Dave. It doesn't take rocket science to know what's going on, but BC mastered how it is. The earrings, there's still time to get between the ladies because they're in the process of taking the earrings off. But when the shoes come off faster than the earrings. And by the time the shoes are coming off, you better start running because one of those shoes is hitting you and the other's hitting whoever female they're targeting. And sometimes those shoes are heels. You won't take an eye out. Dave, man, always good to see you up in here, bro. That's a great way to end the stream. Dave Melee up in this bitch. Thank you guys so much, man. Spy Puppy TV, let's have a damn good May. An amplified May for sure. JJ Bulldog, thanks, man. JR9 Gaming, so much love and respect. Thanks again, JR9 Gaming. Jack Brewer, Nelly Nell, James Miller, Marie Applewhite, Malachi, James Shrimp Fajitas. Keep rocking, brother. James Shrimp Fajitas. James Miller. I know I got Marie Applewhite. Reggie Wolfpack up in here. Prime Killer was up in this bitch. Ice Jones up in this bitch. Sir Charles, stay amped. I should have saved that for Sir Charles. Sir Charles up in this bitch. Sir Charles knows what I'm talking about. Deontay Thomas. Alicia Vukovic. So good to see a lot of channel members, man. A lot of gold members. Johnny Thunder, check you. Big Tom Baxter, check you. DeMonte Drew. DeMonte Ty Drew. Lorenzo, check you. Kaya, check you. I can't get everybody. We'll be here another hour, guys. Young Riaz, check you. Young Riaz. Good seeing you up in here, man. Kelsey, much love and respect. And real quick, to everybody that's going to catch it, all the unit members, red team and gold unit, to everybody that's going to catch this within the next 24 hours, maybe a couple days, to the thousands of my tried and trues especially, even though you weren't able to catch me live, thank you for an amazing month. I want you guys to know I'm thanking the whole unit, not just who's live, because I know a lot of unit members are going to catch this within the next couple of days. Every single one of you played a part in making April one of the best months on the channel. So to everybody, man, I know there was a lot of unit members that were not able to be live tonight. To every single one of you, man. Just like Mike Coldren said, gold status in the chat. Mike, much love, BC. Right back to you guys, man. All right, that's it. I'm not going to keep you guys here any longer. Much love and respect. We'll do this again. May is just around the corner. We the ones. The rest, they far distant twos. Top guys, we're the fuck out. BC saying check you. Salute, unit. Salute, yes.